Good. Let's take a look at this. Hey, we're sort of live. How's it going? What's up, Claus? We're going to be looking at tabletop audio soundtracks, and we're going to be discussing what sort of mood they set, what sort of and when is a good time to use them, that sort of thing. And then we are going to catalog it in an actual page, because we've done this before, where we looked at the different tabletop audio soundtracks and like tried to feel them out. But we discussed them and then promptly forgot everything because we didn't write it down. So we're going to go back and we're going to write it down and we're going to find a way to categorize it. So we're going to be listening to a lot of music and trying to better build a way to blend our music together, because that is, I feel, a really important thing. Music is, it can set the tone. It can change the entire course of the campaign if you play the right song at the right time. If everything seems peaceful, but you're playing this really like dreadful soundtrack, it can get your players kind of anxious and kind of, it can change the way things go. It's great. It's a fantastic way to steer your players subtly. So, we have... God, do we have things to do? We should probably close all these other things and just have this open. And this can have these things open. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. So the other thing we need to do is go take a look at tabletopaudio.com. I do forget everything, yes. The link still says Stream of Annihilation. What link? Not the link to the... not the title of today's stream. Okay, so we got all these different things here for tabletop audio. I think it's like 112 different tracks. So we're going to want to do, let's see, track number, track name. And then here's the hard part, is actually figuring out the categories. How do we want to categorize the music, the tracks, right? We want a kind of like broad overview, but then we also want some sort of narrow overview. So maybe we want to do like a broad category. Oops. And then maybe we want some like tags or keywords. Something like this. This is 112. All right, so we were going to start with track 112. It is called Ethereal Plane. Ethereal Plane. Yes. Okay, let's give it a listen. I'm not sure about the tags. I don't know. I'm not sure how we want to categorize this thing. We're going to find out. There's definitely some otherworldly shit. Please give us a warning before playing the standard combat music you use, since it gives me horrible flashbacks and great feelings of dread and impending doom. Alright, so this is definitely something otherworldly, but it's also sort of peaceful, right? This is... like, I could even see this playing during some moment of reflection. So, I think we're going to say otherworldly, peaceful, Would you use this in a moment of reflection? Maybe not. But maybe dream? I could see this is a peaceful situation. This could be some sort of like dream world thing. Oh yeah, visions of the future maybe, or might work. Temple music. Ooh, that's an interesting idea. I think this is peaceful, tranquil. Yeah, let's skip ahead a little bit. Alright, that's pretty easy. Kind of feel like we need some because there's a bunch of these things like Orbital Promenade and Lunar Outpost and City Under Siege and Starship Medical and Noir Procedural, where it kind of like it wouldn't work in a fantasy RPG. Noir Procedural actually might work. There's no sirens in it. Like Starship Medical, you can hear like robots in the background and shit. You know? So we want to make some sort of category for like fantasy appropriate. Or maybe not even that. Screw that. Maybe we will just do... So if our next track is Orbital Promenade, and that is track 111. Orbital Promenade. We might just want to say... We might just want to do something like this. Ooh, no, that's not right. There we go. Or we strike out all of these things, and we could, you know, use that as a way to mention that it's not appropriate. This sounds like town, or maybe civilization music. I hear crowds. You know, this might actually work. Even though it is Orbital Promenade, this could be some sort of like peaceful city, maybe. So let's not strike it out. So this is also peaceful slash tranquil. It's got crowds. Hey, Hitchinator, 24 months means a character levels up. The Hitchinator. Ooh, where? Hold on, losing something. Whoa, that's definitely a spaceship. Hold on, that might not work. You guys just hear that spaceship? All right, you are level 9, correct? Which means I need you to roll me another D8. Ah, Kita. Lovely. I might be able to ignore that one spaceship. So you get bonuses to hit at 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So this should go up to +5. Oh, no. Wait. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, this should be +6. Look at that. I'm a little behind. Ooh, beautiful one. 44. And at level 9, you do indeed get a weapon proficiency. or non-weapon proficiency, which is herbalism in this situation, which is int -2, I believe. So that brings you to 9 here. And no new saves. Yeah, no one gets saves at 9. Okay. Let me send you your character sheet, and we can just go back to what we were doing. Haven't switched the stream over. Talking about. Oh, I didn't switch the stream over to your character sheet? Got it. Got it. Failed to switch the stream to your character sheet. I need some help. I mentioned one of my NPCs early in my campaign is having a magic sword due to him being a rich knight with connections and a high-level fighter. He died when the party ditched him to a large band of enemies, so one of the right hands of the leader took his sword. Somehow the party took it as a quest to get the sword back and got fixated on the problem. The problem is it was only +1, but has become so important to them, I kind of want it to mean more. That's fine. Let it just be a +1 sword. By the way, Akita, that is a great bit dip you got going on there. Let it just be a +1 sword. Even if it means that much to them, getting the sword back is the quest. You don't have to give them a monetary reward for that. If you want to, or you don't have to make the sword better because of that. Or you could say because of all of the excitement around the sword, somehow its magical powers have increased to like +2, or you could give them other loot in association with it, or it could just be their great, their sword, and if they continue to have it and possess it and do great things with it, you can just say the sword naturally gets more powerful by whatever means of magic are open through the world, You can bend the rules for story reasons. I recommend it. Okay, now Orbital Promenade. Not seeing much else to do with this. Peaceful, tranquil crowds. That one spaceship apparently isn't that big of a deal. Because, where's my thing? We're, 6 minutes into it and we only heard the spaceship fly over once, so I think that's fine. Yeah, I think this is all we need for Orbital Promenade. Let's do Wild West Saloon. You are track number 110. Good. Saloon has 2 O's in it. So this is going to be bar. Tavern, we're just going to call it. Lively. All right, so we're gonna do like broad category here. Then we're gonna go feeling here.
Weapons online.
Hey, Frostrum, welcome home. And this could be, uses, something like that. So this is not just a, this is clearly a tavern. It's quite lively. What other things could we use this track for? Probably nothing else. You got the piano going, you got all sorts of stuff. Oh god, I think I just spilled sand everywhere. Oh, I'm gonna have to vacuum now. Party does have a paladin and the NPC was a fighter. Few crowds or groups in a huge hall with lots of space in between. Casino. Ooh. Casino's a good tag to put in here. I like that. Skip ahead a little bit. Yeah, there's cards, there's billiards, there's all sorts of stuff going on. Okay. Close everything and do 747 interior, which is indeed track 109. Interior, right. Category is white noise. Well, that's a pretty bland track. You can still hear a little bit of people in the background. I don't know what feeling you would associate with this. I just wouldn't use this track ever. So we're just going to do this. We're going to forget 747 interior. And we're going to go to Carnival, which is indeed 108. So, broad category, this is civilization. It definitely does sound like a carnival. Could you play this in town anyway? Like maybe in the market square? You know, those tracks sound... What sounds like roller coasters could be misconstrued for carts going through town. The music that's playing could be a band over in the square. The people squealing kind of gets in the way. Yeah, I think the roller coasters are a little bit too much. God, those roller coasters are fucking killing me, man. If it was just the screaming, it would be fine, but there's so many roller coaster sounds. Yeah. So the feeling is lively as well. Uses would be fairgrounds, but that's also not going to be very useful for us, which is fine. All right, we're done with Carnival. Let's do Lonesome West, track 107. Here. We're also going to make this a public file. Ooh. It's going to be called Tabletop Audio Track Uses. If you guys want to follow along, here's the link. I'm just going to quickly upload it to Real Goblins. Okay. So what's the broad category for this? Feeling is kind of like sad. Lonely is a really... Lonesome West is a really good name. This does sound quite lonely. But sad, definitely. Sad, lonely. Deep reflection.
Shields up, weapons
Hey,
online.
Stan Ravens. 8 months. Welcome home, man. Welcome home. So I think the broad category I'm going to want to use for this is like depression or oh man. Exactly, Squarey. This is what you play when Jeeves has died and the party is carrying his body back to his family. So I think the broad category here is going to be emotional. This is emotional music. The feeling is sad or lonely. The uses would be deep reflection, death of... post-tragic. Tragic incident. So it's important that this has rain and horses. Maybe instead of saying important bits, we should say like key sounds. Okay, let's do a. This is great. I think we figured this out. I just want to take a look at ethereal plane again. Is there anything in here? There's no rain in here, is there? There's no key sounds that are important to know about this. Or the orbital promenade. Saloon West. Wild West Saloon. Key sounds are music and gaming. Whoops, maybe we should say music, games, no, this is fine. No, we don't need to say music or games. It's already a lively tavern. That's already implied. Okay, 747 interior we don't need to do. Carnival we don't need to do. We were just doing Lonesome West. Let's, whoops, check it again. Let's get partway through. Yeah, rain and horses is fine. Next up is Lunar Outpost, 106. Let's also make sure that the file got up to Regal Goblins. Toolbox, music, track associations, works perfectly. And tabletop audio, perfect. Great. Now there are those weird bots in the sound, right? You hear this boop, 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 boop stuff going on. Ah, that's what we needed to do. We need to put space there. I would say this goes under the otherworldly tag. What feeling does it evoke, though? It doesn't really evoke any. Got bops and beats in it. If you like clear your mind and clear your emotional palette and just listen to the music and the music only, the feeling that I get is one of kind of like maybe apprehension or nervousness, or like I'm in a big open space and I don't really know what's going on. But the bots are fucking killing me. I can't deal with the bots. Roller coasters, isn't it? Roller coaster. Yeah, we're just gonna scrap this because that's not gonna work for us. The bots are killing me. That's fine. We've got weirder things. This is track 105. It's playing. All right. This is a good one. I love this song. No, there can't be bones rattling in Graver. They're too body. They're too beepy. Let's skip forward a little bit, actually. Okay, so the broad category that this fits under, I think maybe suspense? Or tension building? Yes, Weirder Things is clearly Stranger Things ripoff, absolutely. Maybe suspense and tension. I do feel suspension and tension, but maybe it should be more of like not panic, but like you've got to get something done quickly, right? There's like a sense of urgency in the music. Or a sense of importance, right? Yeah, like an urgent suspense. So I'm just going to call this suspense. Or tension. The feeling you get from this is urgency. Oops. Urgency. Uses could be unknown lands, or like maybe a pre-epic battle? No. I do like the Dark City soundtrack, yeah. Yeah, we can do synths here. Well, I don't know, it's kind of background music. It's mood music, right? It doesn't... You're not like playing any the Lonesome West clearly has like horses and rain going through it. So if the players are by themselves in the middle of nowhere and it's a hot day without any rain, it might be a little weird to play Lonesome West. But these synth sounds you could play kind of anywhere. Because it's not about things the characters might hear. It's more about setting a tone. So I'm not too worried about the synths. I want to do, maybe other views could be investigation. Yeah. Unknown lands and investigation, I think, are the good uses for this. Are there any other key uses that you might have? Like a pre-cliffhanger, maybe? Would you play this music right before a big epic boss battle? Like, let's say the player, like the boss is on the other side of that door, everybody knows it, and you're like gathering yourself right before you go through the door. Would you play this? Could you see a party standing outside and be like, okay, do you have the torches? Do you have enough arrows? All right, what about the potions? Okay, Yormir, you got to cast your spells. You got to get ready. Okay, are we all... I don't know. I don't really feel like this is the pre-boss battle tension building thing. I feel more like a sense of urgency, not so much a planning. I could do investigation. I don't really feel that. I feel the pre-boss battle stuff. Yeah, if the boss were a big surprise, if the party were, you know, hanging out, like investigating an abandoned house or something, and they were looking around, and right around the corner was a scary monster, that'd be fine. I think for uses, let's do also some sort of like horror... Oops. Oh god, what have I just done? Let's do some sort of like mystery horror. That'll be fine. Okay, next up is Rivertown. Oh god, this is such a peaceful song. 104. Rivertown. I think this is Civilization, right? We're gonna skip ahead a bit. This isn't Civilization. It could be used in Civilization, but that is not the broad category. What's the broad category of this? Well, the feeling is definitely peaceful, tranquil. Definitely. Key sounds are river or water flow, maybe. Let's just call it river, yeah. River and wind. I wouldn't say this is exactly emotional music, but I would say this is maybe relaxing music or calm, like a come down music. So, peaceful town, walking by river, or, outdoors near river. What's the broad category of this? Cool down, come down, relax. Let's say relaxing. But it's not quite relaxing. It's not. It's, this is like taking a beat. It's not so relaxing as it is like, catching your breath. No, it's not even catching your breath. What is this? There's a category for this. I know there is. And I can just like I can hit the things on other sides of, but I can't find where the crosshairs line up, you know? Safety is a good use. Yeah. I can see where you're going there with Manticore Rider for Hire. Throw them at a level 4. So I throw a troll at a level 4 party. 5. They lost 2 members and nearly DPK'd because they couldn't figure out how to kill it. Oh dear god. We're going to move key sounds to here. The category of this, though, it's, Ooh, respite might be the category. Yeah! That's a good fucking word, Hitchinator. You're the... Yes. That's spot on. This is definitely a moment of respite. So I think we can scrap safety, because that is implied in respite. So return from... Mission is a good spot. Maybe return from mission is not a right way to say it, but what are other good uses for this sound? It's not just like a peaceful river town. Maybe we should say just peaceful. Well, we can scrap peaceful town. Outdoors near river. Okay. Peaceful town we don't need to put in there because it's already a peaceful, tranquil area with rivers, right? So we can kind of... that information can be put together already. It's just a peaceful place. What other uses does this have? Let's back up a bit. It's not quite boredom. Ooh, morning. Yeah. Yeah, like the sun is just coming up. This would be a great... This would be a great track to play when, like, the sun is coming and morning's breaking and you're waking up early and looking out over the fields. Or maybe even, like, a metaphorical morning, like a new beginning. Yeah. Like, let's say you've just defeated the big dragon that is, like, ravaging the entire countryside. You've completed the grand quest, and now you're, like, heading back into civilization, and, like, that's it. Like, this is a new age for the land. This is a new beginning for all the things, right? This is the perfect track to play for new beginnings. So we're actually going to move that over here. Perfect track for new beginnings. Let's do testing chamber. That's 103, right? I want to make sure that I know I can just subtract the numbers off the sides over here, but I don't know if all of his tracks are actually sequential, or maybe he might have missed one. So I want to make sure to check the tracks and their numbers. You can't see it, but at the bottom left down here, there's the link to the actual URL of the file, and it has the number in the URL. So 103 testing chamber. All right, what category is this? Sort of creepy, right? There's a lot of, like, bending metal. It's not quite creepy. What is this? Like a fucking jackhammer. Whatever it is, we're not going to use it. Yeah, so we're going to scrap testing chamber. And move on to Vampire Castle. 102. Alright, so we've got key sounds are rain and horses. This would be spooky. That's the category, right? The feeling is... Well, the feeling is spooky. What's the broad category? Suspense? Horror? I think we can scrap the key sounds from this. It's so clearly some sort of, like, castle with chains and horses and rain. It's too many things to put together in the key sounds. The key sounds would be, you know, a mile long. Would the broad category for this be indoors? No, you could do this outside. The broad category, it might be suspense again. This is a suspense building track, isn't it? But with the feeling being spooky, as opposed to the weirder things, which was suspenseful, but had more urgency to this. This is more like there's zombies in the graveyard. Yeah. Key sounds. Rain and horse. Just fucking a lot. Just a lot. Uses. Undead. Specifically vampires. Fuck it, we'll just call it undead. Other uses could be... haunted castle. Yeah. What's up, Insanity? How you doing, man? Undead, haunted castle, spooky, suspenseful. Kind of horror in general. Is it mystery horror? This is actually just horror. There's no mystery involved in this one.
Shields up, weapons
Hey, Murder
online.
Buddy. Welcome home, man. 3 months is a character level up. Murder Buddy. Good splash, by the way. Gotta love those splashes. Wait a minute. Was that 3 months? That's level 2. How are you level 3 already? How are you level 3? You're supposed to be level 2. Oh, you got 6 months at once, and so we leveled you all the way up to level 3 right away. Okay, cool. Got it. Got it. I see how it goes. Alright, I think we're pretty good on Vampire Castle. Let's move on to Highway. 101. Broad category would be Civilization. Feeling... key sounds would be cars. The feeling for this one doesn't really matter because we're not going to use it. Ooh. Give me those bots. Fill up them bots. You can always rely on you, Akita. Yeah, I think that's enough. We don't need to worry about the feeling. There's too many damn cars here. That's fine. Now let's do Volcano. You, Mr. Volcano, are track 100. Volcano. Broad category. I would say the broad category of this is like natural sounds or... It's not natural sounds. it's underground, maybe? Or, earthy? Can you get some official bumper stickers made for sale? Your kid might be on the honor roll, but my DM will destroy him with the surprise of Miss Dragon. Yeah. It's pretty good. Hey, Chucky, how's it going, man? Key uses, uses would just be Volcano. Underground. A laboratory in the top of a tower? Let me turn it up on my end. Actually, I'm going to turn it up on your end, too. I can't see this in a laboratory at all. Doing well, doing well. Just enjoying delving into the depths of tabletop audio and listening to their tracks and just figuring things out. What's the broad category for this, though? It doesn't really evoke any setting in particular other than Volcano or Underground. I wouldn't call it otherworldly or civilized or a tavern or emotional or suspense or respite. I would use this as maybe specific setting. The feeling... God, I don't get any feelings from this at all. Be careful. I mean, this is all like atmosphere and ambience music in some route, you know? But I think this Volcano is a very specific setting. You would only use it in very, very specific regions. And I think it would be like, you know, very specific natural sound sort of thing. Yeah, we're not going to chart combinations right now. We might have a chart for combinations later. But, you know, I, of course, like to mix my soundtracks and sound effects to make better things. Blending them together is nice. Slight unease, maybe? I like unease. So I would use this in Volcano. I would use this in like the underground areas. I would use this in... What other uses could you have for this Volcano track? Someplace hot. That's close enough for me. All right. Cavern of Lost Souls is next. That's track number 99. Right, key sounds, water dripping. Which makes this underground right away. I want to try and put this here in... we don't even need Volcano. It's called Volcano. Water dripping. Why don't we just call it dripping? Dripping. I could get some mystery vibes out of this. I think unease is a good feeling for this one as well. Because it's not spooky, it's not scary, but it definitely kind of puts you not on the edge of your seat, but it makes you sit up and take note a little bit. Like, there's something going on here, right? Something is going on. Maybe unease is not right, but, Abandoned castle? Yeah, there's dripping and crumbling. Abandoned structure, maybe. Not just castle, but some sort of structure, right? Or abandoned place. I think this is a suspense track as well. Yeah. I'm not too worried about the whispers. To me, those whispers evoke more of the, like, the unease and suspense that comes with this track. I wouldn't worry about the whispers being things that the players like that would throw the players off, right? You wouldn't want to, like, you could use this track in an underground mine where there are no whispers and the whispers would still work, but you couldn't use this track in an area where there's no water, right? Like, you couldn't use this track in a desert in the sand because the dripping really, like, it just wouldn't fit there. So, I'm not worried about the whispers. Okay. Lost Mine is next. That is track 98. Oh, this is good. This is a suspense track. Way more than Cavern of Lost Souls. In fact, I kind of want to recategorize Cavern of Lost Souls after the first, like, 4 notes of this thing. This is definitely some sort of rising tension. Ooh, hard suspense for soft suspense? That might be a good distinction to make. Yeah, I think we should do that. Suspense, soft, suspense, hard. Vampire Capital is suspense, hard, castle. And Weirder Things is suspense, hard. A good category change to make. Woo. This is definitely rising tension. What's up, Panic Bunny? How you doing, man? Crumbling and creaking. Creaking and crumbling. Keep things as close together as possible. Bye-bye. This could easily be a horror track. It could easily be underground. But more than that, it's also like it's really building to something, right? I feel like there's a use other than horror or underground for this, like some sort of like epic last battle. You know, the party's down to one man, and there's the final boss across like a narrow bridge over a large chasm, and the solo party member slowly starts making their way across this bridge towards some monster on the other side who's slowly walking towards him, and the two of them are about to meet in the middle and jump into some epic battle, right? This is some sort of like you're building to some sort of some sort of like one mistake and everything's lost sort of situation. There's just a lot of sounds going on here. Some sort of pressure. High pressure situation. Yeah. That's a good way of phrasing it. A high pressure situation. No, we got rid of the allot command. Sorry. I kind of want to get rid of the underground situation from this altogether. I feel like this is less of a mine setting and more of a suspense setting. I guess you could use it underground. Of course you could use it underground. It's got all sorts of underground sounds in it, but that's not the core focus of it. And I kind of want to get rid of the horror. Scrap the horror off of this. Because it's not horror that we're feeling, it's rising tension and high pressure, which fit in horror really well, but it's not specifically a horror feeling. Although this is right here. some sort of like finality. That's not a word though. Like this is like the pre-climax. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's do City Under Siege, which is track 97. Civilization, key sounds, modern stuff. Civilization / combat. Is it necessarily civilization, or is it just combat? Yeah, I mean, it's City Under Siege. It's civilization combat. We don't care. We're not using it. It's all modern stuff. Who cares? Windswept Plains, track number 96. What is the broad category for Windswept Plains? Yes, Zorgan. That's a really good point. I think this is traveling music. Or the broad category is, it's not traveling. Maybe this and Volcano should just be like natural sounds. This feeling for me is kind of like an openness, or like kind of like a not a loneliness, but a or not solitude in a lonely solitude, but definitely there's no one around. Feeling maybe Desolate? You're not invisible, Akita. We see you. What you talking about, man? Kind of far away is the feeling. Key sounds would be ear, wind, footsteps. Uses, you know, this could easily be you come across an empty battlefield and there's just bodies everywhere, right? Post battlefield. Have you ever played with the idea of having an adventuring group accidentally unlock a portal to the modern world? I've done the other way, where me and my friends made characters with stats based on our own and then played like, oh my god, all of a sudden you are teleported back into some like ancient medieval fantasy world with all of the knowledge that you as a player have about everything. Like, have fun in here. That was kind of fun. Ooh, that's got to be a lot of fun, Montrevant. I don't know what the cartoon is. No. Post-battlefield, Wasteland, or maybe Desolate region. Wasteland is a little bit too specific. We need some sort of Desolate/empty region. We don't even have to say region. Desolate/empty. So we're actually going to go post-battlefield. Going to go here, and we can do traveling here. Never seen the D&D cartoon. No, I haven't. Okay. I'm pretty pleased with Windswept Plains. Let's do Arabesque. Love this track. Oh my god. Arab. E-S-Q-U-E. This isn't... What is this? This isn't like, some sort of intrigue, maybe? Maybe not intrigue, but action. Maybe not action, but what's the broadest category that this music would go in? Not the feeling it gives you, but what type of sound is this? This is the... Which I know is hard to separate from the feeling it gives you. This is some sort of activity, right? Something is happening with this music. Something is going on somewhere. You would never play this music in a boring situation. There's something going on. This is action. Or activity? What's the feeling here? Ooh, maybe upbeat is a better way of putting it. Yeah, I think upbeat is better. Action, foreign lands. Oh no, what have I done? Whoops. There we go, that looks right. I think the feeling here is action. The broad category is up-tempo, upbeat. Not upbeat, but up-tempo. Suspicion, intrigue, and wonder. Ooh. Good way of putting it. Broad category, spicy. Yeah, so action's not quite the right word. You're right, Squawker, because it's not combat music, but there's something going on, right? Something is afoot. Maybe that's the feeling. Something afoot. Could this be chase music? Could you play this while you were chasing after somebody? I could see that, right? There's some people running through city streets, darting into this alleyway, climbing up a wall. You're chasing after them. They scale into a window. Part of the party goes in through the ground floor. The other party goes through the window, but the guy pops out on the roof, and so you're moving after him. I could see some sort of chase music. Chase. Some sort of intrigue, right? Here, we're gonna put foreign lands over here and do intrigue. Ooh, we're gonna have to learn how to spell intrigue first. Intrigue. Intrigue, chase, foreign lands. Okay. And that means we're going to do this and this are going to switch. Oh god, that is not what I wanted, actually. Mystery Horror is going there. Unknown Lands goes here. Mystery Horror goes back here. So we're going to put Horror there, Haunted Castle there, Undead there, and Horror here. Doors near river. That's fine. Ooh, chase/hunt. Chase/hunt. That's a good specification to make. All right. It's a good saying, Murder Buddy. Did you come up with that right now? It's a really good saying. Noir procedural. Track number 94. That's a great saying. In fact, that needs to be added to the quotes. Damn it. You beat me to it. This is thinking music. You can sort of hear sirens in the background. Oh, whoops. That is not how you spell sirens. Faint sirens in the background. Yeah, I like captured and planning. Captured is a good way to do this. What's the feeling? The broad category is... Maybe this is another suspense soft. Yeah, this is a suspense soft. Why it's not autofilling for us. Uses for this could be captured. Now you guys have been saying sneaking. Yeah, I could say sneaking, but not like sneaking through city streets, but like sneaking into a fort or sneaking into a building. Put you over here for a moment. Hey, investigation? I don't know what investigation while under stealth means. Heist music, but that's heist music is sneaking into something. That's kind of the same thing. I don't know about tension. Maybe some tension. Maybe like a medium pressure situation. I could see medium pressure situation. No, I can't. I don't see medium pressure situation at all. In some ways, this could be even like a more peaceful, maybe like introspection. If I was asking you, like, what's your character thinking right now? After all of these events, like, what's going on? This could be introspection. Yeah, good use. Hope. Ooh. Yeah. This could be hope slash like a new beginning sort of thing, right? Maybe not new beginnings. It could be. I don't know. I feel like at times this has really good use for hope and new beginnings, but right now, not quite there. A plan being made, yeah, that's that thinking. Yes, there's a way to run tabletop audio through Discord Vinland. But you're not going to like it. You're really not going to like the method I have for it. The method I have is to use virtual audio cables and run your browser through cable 1 and have your and set Discord to play from virtual audio cable 1 rather than your microphone, and then turn the sensitivity all the way up, turn the bit rate all the way up. But then you can't speak through your own mic unless you have a second client of Discord that you're running a second account through at the same time. So you would need like multiple Discord accounts, and then you would need some virtual audio cables, and it would be a mess, but you could do it that way. It would actually be kind of a mess, but it's technically doable. I do like planning. Planning is a good thing. Planning something. Okay. I'm pretty content with this. Let's go into Starship Medical, which is 93. Dude, these key sounds are like sci-fi all over the place. This is some sort of laboratory music, definitely. But it doesn't matter because it's way too sci-fi for us. Yep, skipping. On to Skirmish. 92. Battle music. Which this should actually be Civilization / Battle. The feeling for this battle music is like a worthy foe. I don't think we need to say anything else about it. Battle music and a worthy foe, it's very specific. Just combat in general. Okay, we can move on to Elven Glade, track 91. This, I think, is otherworldly as well. Feeling is definitely peaceful, tranquil. This is deep reflection. Maybe great sadness. There is a sadness to this song. You know, this kind of hauntingly beautiful melody. We should probably take a break at some point, yeah. You want battle music for when the party is way too strong for the encounter, for when the party just got in the fight and has abilities that need death saving throws. Man, I would love some of that stuff too, but I don't make the music. I just play it. I would say this is also like being cared for by like a heavenly creature. This is like the music that you play when your character is Frodo and you're being cared for by Elrond, right? Is that his name? Elrond? Elrod? No, what's his name? Yeah, Elrod. Elrond. Okay. Yes, this is the music that you play when Kess and Kellen visit their homeland. Absolutely. Oh my god, that was so much fun last night. I had a blast with that. Oh, that's way true. Yeah. Montrevant is also right. You can, if you set up the virtual audio cables, you could run your mic and the and your browser music into the same cable, and then just broadcast that cable. Montrevant is totally right. You wouldn't need multiple accounts. You would just need virtual audio cables to do it. So I want to say it's not only deep reflection, but it's like a deep sense of peace. Like a very deep sense of peace. I would also say some sort of like supreme beings. / gods. Some sort of like holy druidic thing. Yeah, exactly. So deep reflection, deep peace or safety, supreme beings / gods, holy druidic or nature setting. I think that really covers this. And the key sounds don't matter. Okay, that's good. Dungeon 2, mechanical. Yeah. Ah. This is some sort of suspense music, isn't it? Like soft suspense. So uses could be Dwarven Mines, clearly a mechanical dungeon, but we don't have to say that because it's in the track name. The fuck is that beeping shit? this? This has got too much weird stuff in it. I'm not using it for anything. I don't like it. We're moving on. Winter Woods. Track number 89. Oh, yeah. This is also Deep Reflection. Or maybe just Reflection. What is the broad category of this? Or the feeling of this? This is kind of peaceful, but it's not quite the same peaceful, tranquil that we have with these other places. This is more like contemplative. Yeah, this can be natural sounds. The feeling is... That's almost lonely. Not sad. But it's lonely, contemplative. Contemplative. And this is going to become lonely / sad. This is post-tragic incident. It's kind of mimicking Lonesome West in a different way, right? This sounds a lot like Lonesome... Like it... We're going to come back to this in a moment. But it's kind of like this, right? These kind of fill the same niche. This is a lot more depressing, though. Winter Woods isn't so, like, heavy. It's... Or it's like a heaviness, a different sort of heaviness, right? It's not like the weight bearing down on your shoulders. It's more of like a deep, soulful loss. Ooh, Desolate is good, yeah. Elfminster, did you ever get the stream working? Reading, Claus, I'm reading. Hold on. Hard decision, calm music before the storm. Hey, I'm reading all this shit. Reflection, post-tragic incident, desolation, soulful loss, maybe some sort of like great sacrifice was made. Maybe regret. Good to know, Hitchy. Okay, I think we're good here. Although I could just listen to this for hours. Lively Cafe. You are indeed 88. This is definitely Civilization. Maybe even Tavern.
Shields up, weapons online.
Hey, muted in life. Welcome home, man. Definitely Tavern music. I heard some sort of like steam latte noise in the background, but that didn't really that could have easily have been something frying on a pan too. Let's just skip around a little bit, see if we can't find any modern sounds. This could be dinner party. No music is important to point here for taverns and dinner parties and stuff. The third Frozen Frontier episode is going to be this Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific, so it's an evening showtime in the United States, but it's this Friday.
Shields up, weapons
Hey,
online.
Ryuka, welcome home for 40 months. Oh, dear God. On that bit layer dip that they worked so hard to just barely cover each layer. Gone. Gone. This is like no feeling at all. Right? I'm not getting anything out of this. Totally neutral. What is it? It is a busy restaurant. Yeah, okay, I'm done with Lively Cafe. Let's move on. Winter Festival. Track number 87. definitely civilization sounds. Let's just skip ahead a little bit because it takes a while to get going. What's the feeling of this song? It's not tranquil, but it's definitely kind of like joyous and calm. Oh, 18-1, Jiggly Fruit. Hey, at least you have exceptional strength, man. Better than all the rest. Yeah, the worst super strength is still better than no super strength at all. Reverent? Maybe. It's lively and calm at the same time, right? It's like a mix of lively and calm. But that's just civilization, right? Because it's lively because you're in civilization. Yeah, uses could be small market. It could roll market, winter market in winter. We're not even in winter, but outdoor market. Holiday anything. What's the feeling? Because the feeling for this isn't quite neutral. It's slightly festive. Slightly festive. But it's also... what? It's like a happy, peaceful town. Happy, peaceful. Right? Yeah, happy, peaceful. I can get that. Outdoor market, holiday anything, general town music. Yeah, that's fine. I think we're done on Winter Festival. Their key sounds might be snow, bells, kids, music. Dark City, one of my favorite tracks. This is definitely Suspense. Is the Suspense soft or hard? I think this is Suspense hard. Rising tension. Uses, chase, let's see, nighttime in this, whoops, maybe not nighttime in the city, but like secret city mission, or, chase isn't quite right. It would work for a chase, but this is more of like a... This is active, right? Did we put active anywhere? It's definitely intrigue, right? What's going on here? Definitely intrigue. It's definitely... You're definitely, like, sneaking. Stealthing. There's what other good situations would you use this in? Not just sneaking, it's not just intrigue, it's kind of like the party's on a roll. Like they've had a bunch of successes and things are really going their way and they're kind of like in the groove. Like, yeah, we did that, we did that, we did that. We're on to the next thing. Okay, let's go. So it's kind of like an up-tempo-ness to it, like there's like a sense of movement, right? You would never play this music and sit still. There's definitely some sort of like action going on here. Confident action. Yeah, confidence good, jiggly fruit. I like that. Intrigue, stealthing, sneaking, confident action. On the move at night. Almost like. Yeah. Okay, I can get behind that. That's all good. We're going to do sewers, and then we're going to take a break, because it's been like 2 hours, actually. It's been exactly 2 hours. So we'll do this last one. It's called Sewers. And it's track 85, yeah. Broad category, I think, is going to be natural sounds. Or maybe not natural sounds, but we might want to recategorize natural sound. Maybe we should just call it natural sounds. That might work well. Sewers, wet cave. Yeah, it's a good one. What else do you guys have? Yeah, the last one was like ushering, let's go. Some sort of on alert, definitely. Oh, shit. Hey, Killer Death. Ooh, I had a question for you, Killer Death, that I wanted to ask you. Shit, I was going to email you about something last night. Ooh, I know what it is. You just recently watched Devotion, right? You've been catching up on Devotion, right? Do you... Ooh, good splash, good splash. Do you remember the potion in Devotion that the Mafia was coming after the party for because Leventh, Kess's old boyfriend and Kellen's old friend, had stolen for them, but then not gotten them. Do you remember what they said that was? There was some potion that was involved with Leventh and Kess and Kellen and this like organized crime family, and I don't remember what the hell the potion was. But it's important, and I need to know what it was, or at least what they said that it was. In fact, if anybody knows that, I'm just asking Killer Death because I know he recently was catching up on Devotion. If you could figure that out, I would love you long time, man. Long time. Okay, so this sound, sewers, it's natural sounds. Its uses would be sewers or a wet cave. Some sort of underground area, right? Let's call it underground. So we don't need to say sewers because it is clearly a sewers. Underground wet, though. That'll be fine. What is the feeling of this sewers, though? It maybe suspense soft? Oh, you hear that? This is definitely suspense soft. Yeah. No, it's natural sounds. The feeling is unease. Yeah. Yep. Dripping and rats are the key sounds in here. All right, we're gonna take a break. I'm just gonna let this track play while we are at break. I'm gonna go grab some water and an apple, and I'm gonna be back in just a few minutes. So don't go anywhere. The stream continues.